So this is from the affiliate town hall. We got Jada Coons queuing us up here, and then he's going to open it up to Bruce Edwards. I get dangerously close to saying Bruce Wayne each time. We're going to go 1.5 speed here, and we may jump around a little depending on how much word salad we get versus how much like actionable things we get out of this here. There we go.
That I'm turning it over to Bruce Edwards.
Hey, thanks, Jay. I was sitting there like, who are you describing? But anyway, thanks very much for the intro. I'm really honored to be on this call, and the last few weeks have really felt like coming home to me. I think that I think we're all here for a similar reason, that we deeply believe in what we do and how it improves people's lives. And I think that that's, if I had to sum it all up, that's probably it. I think there's so much opportunity out there. I think there's a lot of challenges out there, and I think that if I was going to summarize that in my first 3 weeks, it would be such incredible potential and just some friction points slowing it down. And I think that in some ways it's a very simple problem to fix or opportunity to actually exploit, but it's always complicated. And I think the biggest challenge is focus. I think there's a lot of noise that we all deal with. I think when you're running an affiliate, the simple answer is great coaching and taking care of your members. It's also really hard to do well. And because there's payroll and box management and cleaning the floor. And so I think it's a very similar thing on a bigger scale that we are as a community. So I think it's really just, what is the focus? And hopefully we'll get into that a little bit later today. And how do we all pull in the same direction? So I really appreciate the intro from Jay, but I also feel like I am a CrossFitter through and through, and I feel like I'm just a catalyst to bring us all back together. So I appreciate the big intro, but and I was last in the workout we did with the affiliate meeting, just for the record, so I'm okay with that at this point. But anyway, I think we'll jump back into the agenda and we'll circle back around for Q&A at the end. But happy to go into any areas anybody wants to, but we'll have plenty of time at the end, I think, to do that. So let's jump back to the agenda.
Okay. I already like that. I don't think there was too much of a word salad there. Like prior to that, Jada Coons kind of gave him this like big intro of like what he did in the past, like different stuff, and then like brought him in, and Bruce kind of just brushed that off. And he was like, I'm a CrossFitter through and through, but I was still last in today's workout at the executive meeting. So like, he's like not claiming to be some high level CrossFitter. By the way, that's not what I want. Don't want Rosa with his mask on doing like a 3-minute Fran, whatever. I want somebody that's that understands it in and out and knows kind of the direction that we need to go. I also like the fact that he said like, hey, like we have a lot of opportunity. There's just a couple friction points. And so I view that as, without him getting specific there, is like he kind of understands the internal challenges that are happening and the external challenges. And he knows that like it's not quote unquote dead or washed or cooked or anything like that. He basically is just saying like, if we could get everybody on the same page and pulling in the same direction, that we would be able to solve some of these issues that we're experiencing now in the CrossFit space in terms of stalled growth. And frankly, I think the big play here is going to be around education and seminars. Like you have to revive that first in order to really be able to grow the space. Like I view that you have top of the funnel would be like all the media and the education around exercise science, the entertainment stuff with the sports side of things, like all of that kind of captures people in this really big net. And then you want to pull them into some sort of place where they can engage with what CrossFit has to offer. And to me, CrossFit simply needs to be a media and education company, like full stop. Once you get people into a seminar, then your job then is to either get them into coaching position, if that's what they're there to do, which majority of them are. And then the upsell for that, where you expand the lifetime value of your customer, is the affiliateship. So it's like, hey, I saw the thing, I really liked it, I want to learn more. I learn more in my seminar. I want to continue to do this and be able to spread the message to more people. You become an affiliate. And that's kind of the way that I see it. And right now, especially if you watch the last show when I talked about marketing for CrossFit, it just seems all over the place. Because like, what's the goal? Like, what is the goal? Like more eyeballs, then you point them where? Like it has to be really specific as far as like, what's the ultimate outcome for this? And then how do we move them to the next stage of what we want that audience to do? And right now I feel like that's a little bit lost, especially in the way that the seminars are being messaged. Like you have to really frame that message around a way that's going to excite people, strike curiosity, like make them want to sign up. And I do think that you could evolve the courses too. All right, so we'll get back into Bruce here. I think he might just throw it back to Jay because he really didn't want to take up too much time and like talk about himself and talk about his background, which like, thank goodness. The last thing we need is like, the last 4 tech companies you worked out with your golden parachute and how you made $1 bazillion essentially doing nothing and still coming out with a fuckload of money.